I found out about this beautiful region from my acquaintance on Facebook with Lucas, a student who lives in Calabahi. From the photos on his wall, I saw an exotic and secluded land in an eastern equatorial country. Seamen surrounded by mysterious forests and inland tribes guarded by the spirits of their ancestors. Lucas is a shy boy, and his English isn't too good, but he looked very excited when he picked me up. He became my language connection to the taxi drivers at the airport. I know that he was just trying to be a good friend.
How's your flight?
Well, I think it was okay. It was delayed for 3 hours. I was just worried that you waited too long. Welcome to Alor, a small island in northern West Timor, at the end of the little archipelago of Flores. Sea gives all its wealth to humans, fish, biota, and their beauties. Humans become the most prosperous creatures on Earth. They can enjoy and even take for their needs. However, if it all started in greed, young humans would only become a wasted generation. For visitors who are concerned about creature comforts, it would be better to wait a while. There is nothing here even close to star-rated accommodations, but there are local inns that have spring beds and hot water. Not exactly 4-star, but fine.
Hi, Kate. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
This is my friend Marlon.
Nice meeting you, Marlon.
He said that you need a guide to travel around.
Yes, I need.
So I come.
Lucas introduced me to Marlon on that morning. He's been working part-time as a guide for tourists. I think he's the only one who speaks good English on the island. At the bay where Calabahi City ensconces, a dive boat owned by an Australian rover brought us out to Pura Island. The voyage was 2 hours to the first diving spot, where we saw a lot of fish traps made of woven bamboo called bubu. These alorese children, from generation to generation, learned from their natural environment. They wear homemade goggles made of wood, pitch, and salvaged glass chipped into circles. They have learned to respect the future in a prudent manner, taking as needed and leaving for others. It's simple, but not all can do the same. These dive locations that have been explored up till now are concentrated around 3 islands lying between Alor and Bantar. Buaya Island in the north, Ternate Island in the middle, and Pura Island in the south. Most of the sites show excellent wall profiles, dropping to 50 meters or more. Soft corals, sponges, and invertebrates cover the wall like a solid, multi-hued mass of life. Several reef fish swam around, but others slept, oblivious to the humans. The keen eyes of my dive guide pick out anemone shrimp that look like mimic anemone, clownfish and their sea anemone host, and a shy porcelain crab. But my heart was stunned when it spotted a colubrine sea snake poke its head behind the sponge in search of food. Visibility is excellent, varying from a good 15 to 40 meters horizontally. Most locations are suitable for divers, but some require experience because of the strong current. Since most of the dive sites are on the steep outer walls of fringing reefs, the access is usually just a matter of a short ride by a powered boat. The dive boat currently used is a 14-meter by 4-meter traditional timber vessel, much the same as is locally used as an inter-island ferry. It has been modified to include such comforts as a toilet and diving ladders.
Bubu ini sejak dari moyang, kami sendiri tidak tahu entah kapan bubu ini ada. Dari dulu masyarakat seluruhnya mempergunakan bubu. Dengan bubu ini tidak merusak ekosistem di laut, tidak merusak karang, dan ikan-ikan tertentu saja yang kami tangkap. Jadi tidak semua ikan. Jadi kalau bubu yang kecil ini untuk ikan kecil, yang biasa di karang itu ada yang warna hijau, warna merah, yang di karang itu. Kemudian bubu yang besar ini untuk ikan lamoru, ikan-ikan yang sejenis itu. Dan lagi bubu yang pelat itu ikan kulit pasir, ikan gergaing, ikan belanak, dan macam-macam ikan besar lainnya.
People call these bamboos bubu, a fish trap found only on this island. The principle is simple. Only fish of a certain size can enter this trap. The small fish are left to live and breed. Although one day, they too might become human meals. That's how nature works. Bubu harvesting process is fun for alorese children. They are excited to bring bubu to the beach, imagining the harvest from the fish caught. Some will be sold to the market, some will become food for the family. And sometimes, some of the fish are even released because they are not sold nor eaten. Nothing goes to waste. Calabahi Market becomes a transaction place of the marine products from Alor, including from bubu. Lucas is the present generation. He will inherit the beauty of the nature and the ocean, as well as the future of this island. He has a dream to leave the island and continue his education at a college in Java. It will be his asset to build this island someday. It's not impossible that he wants to be a fishery engineer. The next day, I found my BCD inflator apparently dislodged. I had to replace it with another BCD, but that didn't spoil the mood to continue diving. Diving over a tropical coral reef has been compared to stepping into a time machine. You find yourself in a strange place, millions of years out of sync with the land. The myriad of fish and invertebrates that shelter among and encrust the rugged surfaces provided by clumps, shelves, and branches of corals are overwhelming in their numbers, shapes, and colors. Nowhere else is there such a diversity of animal form. The presence of large gorgonians, crinoids, and school of anthias indicates plankton-rich water, which can provide a spectacular concentration of marine life. Reef-building corals require large amounts of sunlight, and thus are only found in the tropics and in shallow water. The Indo-Pacific region, centered around the islands of Indonesia, harbors most of the world's coral reef. Alor isn't just the sea. This island has mountains and forests. Alor has a traditional village, Takpala. Takpala can be reached by motorbike taxis, and if by public transport from Calabahi Terminal, we can get on a bus headed to Bukapiting and get off at Takalelang. The trip from Takalelang to Takpala takes around 15 minutes on foot. Bapadores, the indigenous elder, is welcoming at the gate of the village. He might look scary with a hard face and a long beard, but really, he is very friendly. As a traditional village, Takpala has 12 custom homes and is a tourist destination of Alor that has been laid out pretty well. There is no admission fee at all for entering Takpala. A very simple life can be found here. The community rely on the forest products for their daily needs. So when visiting during the day, the atmosphere of the village seems deserted because all the people go into the woods to look for life's necessities. If you like, there is a welcome dance performed en masse, holding hands in a circle, drumming gongs and mokos to accompany the dynamic movements of the dancers. As you might expect, the roads can climb up to a height of 600 feet above the sea level. Nevertheless, the journey feels good. In addition to the cool air, the group's eyes are spoiled by the green plantation of hazelnuts, cloves, coffees, teak, mahogany, johar, and sandalwoods on either side of the road. A marriage ceremony. Any part of the ceremony is interesting to watch. There is a kind of metal vessel that looks similar to the bubu, the bamboo trap. I asked Marlon about the object, and he told me that no one knows where the object came from. Yes, sometimes traditions emerge from hidden secrets. Life is a series of various events. Ternate Island is home to the hard work and perseverance of famous woven fabric makers. When looking at the beauty of a woven fabric sheet, you understand that such care and depth of heart is required to express such stunning colors. Assalamualaikum. Marlon. He understands the essence of a friendship between humans and their environment. He quickly feels like an old friend. Underwater life is a voiceless beauty. It's like a meditation procession, silent to our ears, but scattering colors in our eyes. moving according to nature's will. The reefs here are basically untouched. Very little damage from fish bombing is visible, in part because the reefs are so steep and drop off so near to the shore. The variety of marine life here is excellent. Clouds of anthias swarm around. A mantis shrimp, some divers call these thumb splitters, in praying position just watching my moves. The strong current that continuously sweeps the area brings nutrients to the invertebrates and small fish, which serve as food for medium-sized fish. The ecosystem is self-sustaining if we treat it wisely.
Salah ini besar ini. Besar. Akal lima dari lat. Akal lima dari ya.
Pelai lah kan.
Iya. Tengok dia. Mau tanam apa? Ulah. Video siapa lah mau lokal teh. Kena baik.
Kan pada saat air laut turun, dan di hari-hari tertentu saja. Pada saat gelombang mereka tidak menangkap ikan karena ikannya tidak ada.
Saat Meti surut dulu baru kita tangkap.
Ya.
Kalau bulan-bulan begini kan Meti sudah jam 10-11 tidak bisa lagi. Karena habis maghrib dulu baru bulan Meti kering itu baru biasa kita turun. Dan ada keluarga dari atas turun untuk pukul tugas supaya ikan mati. Kita justru turun bantu orang pilih dari punya ikan.
Jadi mereka menangkap ikan kadang menggunakan pompa.
Time never changes. We only perceive the change. Morning, noon, evening, and night again, and so on. back to where we came from. So much time spent tracking journeys and stories, from the colors of the ocean depths that give countless dimensions, to the tribe's wisdom in facing the many changes of civilization. I just wish Lucas was here. Lucas is the one who brought me here. He introduced me to a whole new world that reflects so much diversity and wealth. Thank you very much. It was a beautiful trip.
You're welcome. See you next time. Please come again to Alor, okay?
Of course.
Have a nice trip, okay?
Of course. Thank you. For me, this is true civilization, when we still love and respect the environment.